Hi Aries, welcome to your reading for June 2019. This is for Aries Sun, Moon, or Rising. You were intuitively guided to the channel. You're in love with an Aries. Whatever brought you to the channel, thank you, and just trust in that. So this is our reading for June, and you're the last sign of reading. And I just feel like I know there's a reason. It's just the rotation. But also, there feels to be, we'll see. I feel like there's going to be a message in there that we all need to hear. So we'll see. Let's go ahead and get right into the reading, okay? We're going to use the Good Tarot as our base, and either the Cosmic Tarot or the Crystal Vision we'll add in. We'll see. I'm going to do the Tibetan Singing Bowl at the end of the reading. Just what I'm guided to do this month. I have a very high-pitched ring in both my ears, actually. So I'm feeling very connected here. Okay. Alright, my loves. Go ahead and take a couple deep breaths. Go ahead and release the outcome. Open yourself up to the message and your guides. And my guides. Gotta add them in. Feel free to ask for confirmation through a sign, symbol. And let's begin. What's going on, Aries? June 2019. What can we know? What do we need to know? Shows hope for those who need it. Let's see what's going on. We open with the Fool card, which is really your card, Aries. Right? It's really, it's kind of your job as Aries to, well, to explore. That's the word, to explore. So we have something new. Look at that. We have the World card. Two major arcanas back to back, the World card. This is about beginning something new. I feel when you go into the world energy, you're going into the world of spirituality. It is a clear merging of spirituality and truly being connected and being guided through this next chapter. The Fool's opening your reading, so I already know, which we hear all the time, this is about coming to the table free and clear. As free and clear as you can. As pure as you can, okay? And I don't mean, I don't mean like in sexuality and all that. I mean pure thoughts, pure intention. This is what moves you, as a matter of fact, into the next juncture, which is a weird, I'm saying juncture, but we have the Eight of Swords. Okay, so we have some fear surrounding this change, this, I'm saying a change. Let's just say, into your next chapter. I read this like it's a book. And, I look at our lives like it's a book, and we have different chapters, right? We're the same person through the whole book, so to speak. But you see the involvement of a character through a book, through a movie, through anything. And that's how I read tarot. I see it that way, which is a blessing because I love movies, I love books. So, anyway, why was I telling you that? Alright, so, there's something that wants to open up to you. But I don't know why, but my eye's being drawn to this keyhole. Yeah, this keyhole. I've used this deck through the month of May and June and maybe some of April, and I've not seen this as of yet, which is, things get pointed out when they're meant to. There's a keyhole here. Am I looking through the keyhole? I feel like I'm trying to, at this moment, okay, I feel like the keyhole's representing two things here. One is about what's to come, right? There's no key yet. The key's not here yet. And that may be a clue. We'll look into that. But then I also feel this energy of, like, there is this keyhole in front of me, and I know it represents a new start, a new beginning, the next chapter. To write it the way I want, by the way. But I'm trying to jam too much into this keyhole. I'm trying to fit what doesn't belong. It's kind of like trying to put a square in a round peg, a square peg in a round hole. That type of thing. So I feel like that's a block for someone, okay? And what I do like about the Eight of Swords is the Eight of Swords is self-created energy. It's the energy of feeling fearful about moving forward. This fear, there's many different words for it, but fear kind of, fear of many different things. Anyway, but this fear, if I don't get it in check, right? If I don't get it in check, move it out. Then I move into the Nine of Swords, which can be a card of depression. Truly sleepless nights. We have sleepless nights, but when you get into that type of mode, it's almost like there's no shutting down the brain. So, it's almost like a warning that you're heading for that, okay? Not everyone, but there's some. Okay, let's see what else wants to come out. I hope a key comes out. I'm trying to think what card carries a key. The Hierophant usually carries a key. Alright, so we have the Three Swords. We have the Emperor, which is your card, Aries. Major Arcana. Underneath, Major Arcana of the World. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Five of Swords. What the hell is going on here? And the Page of Swords. I mean, some of you may be waiting for an apology. And listen, you may not get it. If I'm being honest with you, you may not get it. But in reality, you don't need it. It's like, you just don't need it. You may think that you need it, right? I'm angry and I want it. But it's almost like if I could take your mind, that thought, grab it and show it reality of moving forward, right? This moving, getting the key to move into what must be a great chapter. You know, it's like Spirit saying, you're hanging on for dear life for this apology, or maybe it's even clarity over something. This caused you pain, no doubt. For some of you, it could be action within a father, and still hanging on to it. Arguments back and forth. Could be your boss, too. But I want you to understand, you have two major energies right here. You have the world, and you have the Fool. And these cards are talking directly to you, no matter who you are. If you're watching it, it's for you. So it is about new beginnings without the mental stress that I carry, that I've been carrying. You know, it just won't fit through the keyhole. I can't get to this next chapter with all this baggage on me because it won't fit. I can't get, no matter what I do. I keep trying, but I'll keep failing. Okay. I don't feel there's, you know, if this is not, if the Emperor's not you, Aries, but it is you. If you're Aries, it is you. But it also could be another Aries. And why I'm saying for sure it's you, because it's under the World card. You're attached to that, okay? This is you moving into the next chapter, okay? That's clear to me. But it could also be another Aries too, okay? Or you're another sign and this is your Aries. You know, there's just conflict around this Aries, this Emperor. There's conflict. And the conflict is based out of prior pain. Whether, again, this is family or a lover, it's the pain, this keeping, and the conflict of that. Even maybe the fighting back and forth. You know, I don't know, I'm waiting for an apology. But what it's doing is it's stopping me. I'm not looking at the situation correctly. I'm feeling the pain of it, but I'm not looking at it. And this is why I'm blocked. Okay. Okay. Look at that. Another Swords card. But it's the Six of Swords. That's good news. That is things improving very quickly after moving out of this conflict. There's the 5. There's the 6. When did things improve? When I moved myself out of the 5, out of the conflict, and moved beyond it. Beyond it. Alright, let's bring out the Cosmic Tarot. And let's break this down, and let's start at the Emperor. Now let's start at the Fool. I feel like when the Fool's the first card, you gotta start at the Fool, right? It's the beginning. So it's the beginning of the story. You know, the Fool's also attached to the World card, which is beautiful. But also attached to the 3 of Swords. So whatever that pain is, it can't come in the Fool's energy either. You can't take it with you. You can't take it with you. Not into the Fool's energy and not into the World's energy. It won't fit. Okay, let's start at the Fool. You know, there seems to be like magic happening around this Fool. And you know how I was saying about you, you are the discoverer? Well, that's what I feel like with this Fool, but I feel like it's a little girl in this one, what she's discovering is what feels like magic. You know, just magic. Alright, we have the Five of Wands. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Nine of Wands. And we have the Princess of Pentacles. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. A page knight can be a child. Really, a page can be a child. It can be someone's energy who's younger, or it could be of a younger time, of an earlier time. Because I have the Nine of Wands beside her. And here I have the Fool energy. Also, must be leaving the Five of Wands energy. Five of Wands energy is also doesn't have to be conflict. Okay, real quick, you know, something else just came through too. Okay, I feel like, wow, I just got like a ton of things. But let me start with the first one. I feel like someone is entering into a competition. Some type of a competition. You know, maybe you don't know if you're ready, but it's showing me that you are ready. Okay. And listen, you know, I'm saying a competition. I'm gonna clarify that a little deeper, but I do feel like I have to say competition, and it's coming up, like, or you've already entered it. You know, I also feel like some of you could have applied for scholarships, and I mean, this doesn't seem like the time of year, but nonetheless, I feel like receiving it. Okay, receiving it. But here's the message: there's something that you've put time and effort into. You've put thought into, and for whatever the reason, you haven't begun it. The Fool is saying now's the time, right? Now's the time. This, by doing that, what it does change, it's going to change your life. It does change your life. Okay? And they may be fearful to you. You know, I want this adventure, but oh, man, shit. You know, can I do it? Can I do it? Maybe people have told you, no, competition's too tough, that type of thing. But they're wrong. They're wrong. I mean, it might be tough competition, but, you know, and here's the thing. Whether you win or not, I don't even feel is what the ultimate message is here. I feel like going through this competition, and maybe this competition you're seeing, because I feel like from there, you take off. Okay? You take off. And I really don't have a card of like, you know, that you won. Maybe you do. Okay, let's do one or two. One or two. Why am I saying things backwards? One or two more. One or two more. You know, Aries, I do feel like you're meant to go on an adventure. You're meant to strike out and do something. you know, something is on your bucket list. Something I know it's something that you've thought about. And I know I feel like it's something you put effort into also. And you may not even, maybe not even thought of that. This may trigger that. And there's a reason why. Okay, why am I not getting a card? I have Leo and Virgo side by side here. It may mean something to someone coming over the full energy. Look at that. Oh my. Okay, we have the Hermit, which is card of Virgo, and we have the Four of Wands, which is, you know, this is about unity. This is about connection. This is, to me, the top connection. Top connection. Just make it a little more romantic than that. This is that special person. And I know for some of you it is a Virgo. Coming in with the Fool. And with the Wheel. Because I'm still clarifying here. And with the Wheel. I don't know. I don't know. You know, because this looks like something coming back together here. I can also read this as very like-minded energy. Like-minded energy, though we may have fought like cats and dogs, but we're like-minded. But there's a reason for that, okay? You know, it's like when your minds are working together, there's you see what the reason is why we're like each other like that. There's real purpose to that. I'm not sure what it is yet, but there is purpose to that. Anyway, you know, and then the Wheel here. So I don't know. I'm hesitant. It's just because I'm jumping into a love reading already, and I know Aries, you don't always like a love reading, but here it is. I can't not read it for you, right? Anyway. I mean, if this is you, you want this connection. And I feel like you've known this person for a long time, or you've been trying for a long time something. I do have, you know, I want to look at one more thing here. Probably at one time you probably said this person was your best friend and your lover, right? You're confident at one time. Well, it sounded like a lot of cards. Alright. I have the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I have the Nine of Cups. I got my eye on you. I have the Ace of Swords. So, this is showing me where someone's heart is at. Where someone's heart is at is with this possible air sign. You're hoping, they're hoping, someone's hoping for communication here. You know, it would make your dreams come true. Or they're thinking that of you. It would make my dreams come true if I could have communication, if I could hear their voice. It just feels like it would make my dreams come true. You know, there is an empty, there's a hole in you. You feel, okay, you feel. Since you and this person went your separate ways, for whatever the reason's not really showing, So it's not really meant to, but it is saying, yeah, whether you fought like cats and dogs, you know, it was 50-50. It was equal. So if you don't feel it was equal, then this may not be for you, or you haven't come to that realization yet, okay? Because this is equal. You know, who's nastier, the cat or the dog? Well, okay, anyway. So, oh, I got more cards down here. Oh, it's a lot of cards. We're going to take them. Look at that. I have the Fool again. Six of Swords. Victory. Twice it's come out. I'm saying victory. I shouldn't have said victory. You know, I guess we could call it victory. But it is about things getting better. Things getting much better. Moving into the connection of that Four of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. So someone grew up. We've gone from the Princess to the Queen. Standing more in my power. I'm not the same woman I used to be. You know. I've done a lot of things in my life. I'm not the same. The Eight of Cups. Wow. So the Eight of Cups really is coming under that Nine of Cups. And the Prince of Wands. That's funny because I look at the Nine of Wands over here, and I kept feeling that energy was of a person too. And now I see this Prince of Wands, and I kind of feel like it's like they're connected here. Alright. Why did all these cards want to come out? Let's see. So we have the Fool attached to the Queen of Pentacles too. However, okay. So I feel like right this second I'm reading two different energies. I don't know which one you are yet. But I feel like let's just say I have a female and I have a male, okay? And if I'm reading them by the cards, it's the Queen and the King. It feels to me like the King seems to be a step ahead, okay? Has moved out of searching for clarity, whether they received their answer, whether they've gone through the dark night of the soul, been forced through the Hermit to really look at oneself. It's necessary, right? It's a necessary journey, probably for every single person, I would imagine. It's almost like a little healing station, you know? Anyway, and then I feel like the Queen is a step behind here, where, you know, I'm still in that energy of remembering and feeling it, right? I can feel it. I can feel the hurt. So I'm still kind of stuck in there. I'm still stuck into what you did at a younger age, whether that be a week ago or 8 years ago. I still feel it. I feel the pain of it. Clearly, this is where this Queen is at, because of the Eight of Cups over the Eight of Swords, right? So whatever's in this Eight of Cups is what's holding me in the Eight of Swords, in this self-created prison, okay? I don't have the clarity yet that I need. My cups are not standing up. My emotional cups are still scattered, which tells me I haven't examined them, I haven't looked at them, and then just put them back up. I'm still looking at someone as their younger energy, okay? Okay. So, this is where that difference is, right? It's almost like two different timelines, but, you know, I know through the World card, and look at this, I have the King and the Queen right in the middle of the World card. Hello. And I jump down here, there's the Emperor. Okay, I get it. I get it. I get where we're at. Let's try to have a little organization on this desk if we can. Okay. Let's move into the, well, let's go over to the Eight of Swords. I want to see if I can get a little deeper into, maybe how you can free yourself from this, or what's created it for you. I think you probably know by now. Listen, I also feel that if you're in that energy, I feel like you've been getting some type of signs, synchronicities, like finding a feather. And just knowing in your heart that it was sent from up above. Just knowing it, right? Because it was. Signs and symbols. This is, listen, it's to try to help move you, stir you. Okay. I have the High Priestess. What am I clarifying? What did I say? The Eight of Swords, right? I hear the dogs barking, and I want a dog. I want a dog so bad. But my life is changing drastically. So, I have to wait till I'm settled again. But I think I'm going to get a dog. Okay. Why am I not getting a card? Alright. I am going to put this big chunk back in. We're going to give it a couple shuffles. Like maybe I'm not getting the card because it has come out in a different card. It wants to come out again. I just noticed that, you know, as I'm just looking through here, I have the 8 and the 5 connected, which is 13, right? And then I come over here, and I have the 8, the 5, and the 3, which is an 8. There's a victory card. There it is. Okay, so you know, this feels like you're trying to connect spiritually. Whether it be to like a loved one who's passed. I feel like you're trying to connect. Maybe even trying to have some clarity over something. And again, I get that feeling, even though I have the victory card here, that there's some things you just may not get clarity over, and you know, you might just have to accept it, but there's something about your perception that if you, I don't know, look at something in a different way, you'll see something, something's revealed, that then lets you put the whole damn thing to bed, right? So it's a little bit of a trip, but it doesn't have to be long, doesn't have to be difficult. You just got to be willing. So anyways, you know, you may have to forego on that, but I feel like when I do that, the bigger victory lies ahead. Right? So I'm looking at this apology, let's say, as a victory. But it's not, you know, because in the realm of things, like the Fool told us, it doesn't matter. It will mean nothing. It's not something that's written in stone and will go for centuries and lifetimes, you know, and come back and you can read it. No. This is just the fluff that gets thrown away. It's not in the karmic energy. It's not in divine. It's just the okay. But nonetheless, the bigger victory lies ahead. And you know, beginning a lot of signs who are having a hard time, who used to connect, who used to be able to feel connected to their guides or their, you know, those who passed before them. That type of energy, and it just felt closed a little bit. I feel like this is also the energy of opening that back up. But again, what's my block? That's my block. Shouldn't be my block, right? Well, but it is. It's self-created. It's not divinely created. It was self-created. So this fear that you're holding in place, I want you to think of it in that way. It's self-created. Human created it, not divine. Okay? This is not from divine energy that you must do this. No. You're choosing that. Okay? Free will. So just know that. And it is free will. So you can do it for as long as you like. But the victory lies ahead. Ahead. Okay. I'm sorry. I feel like that was a little harsh. Sometimes I just slap myself. Okay. Okay. Hey, Matthew McConaughey. Hey, okay. Somebody said, have Sandy say, okay, 3 times. Wow. There you go. Or say Matthew McConaughey or something like that. There you go. Alright, I feel like this page needs to come over here. Feels like it's getting kind of lost there. Maybe it's meant to. We'll see. Alright, I want to jump down to the Emperor before I look at the World card. You know, and that lover who came up, that may, you know, it may be a glimpse of, well, maybe that's the victory that lies ahead. I don't know. But 2 people are definitely on the same path. They're just, you know, it's like he can look down and see, like, come on. Take the rope. Okay, Emperor. Look at that, we have the Hermit back out again. Again, card of Virgo. Did a Virgo break your heart? Yes, they did. Card of Capricorn, the Devil. Wow. I mean, that is night and day energy. That is white and black. That is light and dark. I don't know. It's completely, this, you know, to me the devil energy is, needing, like, I need the outside, you know, I need, what am I trying to say? I see so clearly. You know, I need control. I need material things. I need this. I need money. And the Hermit is like, you just need peace of mind. You just need peace of mind. But man, does it feel like these energies fighting each other. The chill dude and the business dude. What? 2 major arcanas, too. Aries, you're getting so many major arcanas, which means pay attention. It does. It means pay attention because, you know, sometimes this is when the Tower comes out. Not now, but the Tower can come out because we're not paying attention, right? It's like, here's the signs, here's the roadmap, but we're not paying attention because we're stuck here. So, I may be relying on too many outside forces and not relying on myself enough. I'm not feeling connected to myself. And the energy around me is shady, to say the least. And I'm trying to learn to balance myself in the midst of it. I'm trying to learn to balance my own energy. No matter what's going on around me, but there's a lot going on around me. Someone's trying to disconnect from the forces that keep pulling at me. You know, pulling at me. And I try to say no, but then I move into it. Before I know it, I'm there again. So there's a need to disconnect from this. And for some of you, it is people. It is people. It can be family members. You know, I want to I want to go into the world energy. I want the keys. I want the keys to get into the world energy, which is a beautiful spiritual time in my life if I allow it, right? The Fool, again, don't even think about trying to bring your baggage because it won't fit. The door just won't open. It just won't open, period. Wow, I felt like I was just talking to one of my kids when they were a teenager. Period. That door will not open. So, we know that now. Okay, we know that we've got to figure this out or we're not moving into what lies ahead. Okay, well, there's the Hierophant. Okay, there's not a set of keys in this card, but I know this is the keys. I know the Hierophant carries the keys that we've been looking for to enter into the Royal card, and I love how this is coming together because we're moving in. We're going to clarify the world next, so it's just showing us. Oh, hello, Wheel of Fortune. You know, here's the keys to the kingdom. Your destined path, no doubt. Those things that just need to be cleared up. They will not move. You will not move into this next chapter. I will not move into this next chapter until we take on the energy of the Fool, period. But I'm reminded that all the energy that is working against me right now is self-created. Even if I'm in the midst of thieves, I've got to learn to control myself. This is where peace of mind comes from. You just be given the keys to the kingdom. Wow. Wow. Okay, well, let's go see what's in the kingdom. I feel like the world is now the kingdom. Let's go see what waits. Yeah. What is in this kingdom? Hello, Nine of Pentacles. Five of Wands came back out. Hello, Lover. Card of Gemini, Major Arcana, of course. What lies within this kingdom? Well, hello. Number one, the Five of Wands. Why is that showing up? I know exactly why it's showing up. Because if I go back to the beginning when we were clarifying And it opened with the Five of Wands, and they're saying that someone's energy, we fight like cats and dogs. Well, here they are again. They're part of this energy for some of you. They're part of your new chapter. The Nine of Pentacles. Wow. You know, this is you having a... What do I want to say here? You know, and then the Lovers. The Lovers. If this is not your love reading, I am sorry, but please don't trample on it for those whose love reading it is, because, you know, number one, these people deserve it, okay? But not just that. You know, your finances are looking good. You are working through your creativity. So, you know, why? Why all these things starting to happen? Well, you're moving into the energy of love, which is what? Giving and receiving. You have that energy around you, which what? Changes your aura, which changes your environment, right? And you start attracting. You start attracting all these good things to you. Holy shit, what? I wish I would have known this when I was a kid. Yeah. So it changes your life, hence the world. You know, this is a spiritual connection. We know that. Nine of Pentacles is also guardian angel energy. Helping to direct us, doing what I'm meant to do. Doing what I love to do. And by the way, just because I love to do it doesn't mean there won't be hard work. Oh, there's hard work, right? But I'm building, you know, it's my building blocks. So, I don't know. I'm going back and thinking about the miracles that this fool was looking at. Do you remember when I said she's seeing all these little miracles? Here they are. The keys to the kingdom came out, which opened up the energy of the world, which then brought out what's waiting in the kingdom. Success and love. Maybe the fighting like cats and dogs never goes away. Maybe that's just how the two of you fight. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no book for this type of love. This is through spirituality, by the way. So I'm no longer set in that human mind where things have to be this way or that way. We're beyond that, remember? And by the way, if I go back a little further, somebody was waiting. Somebody is a little ahead. Here you go. I don't know what to say, but hallelujah. I kind of want to end your reading right there, but it just feels too early. But I don't know, like, okay, let's look at the page. You know, here's, hello, Wheel of Fortune again. The Hierophant, the keys to the kingdom. You wonder why I love to read tarot? This is why. I just find it fascinating. I find your lives fascinating. I mean, this is your lives. Okay. Let's just look at the Page of Swords. Hey, you know, you're waiting for someone to apologize, some of you. Someone might be waiting for you to apologize too, so keep that in mind. Sometimes we don't know that. Sometimes we don't realize it. You know, I mean, it happens to me. Like, what? What do you mean? I hurt you? I did? I'm so sorry. If they wouldn't tell me, though, that would just build up and build up and build up with them. So, you know, sometimes we deserve one, and sometimes... yeah, that's too many. Look at that. The Four of Wands and the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords did come out. I was hoping he didn't. And I have to tell you, coming out on the Page of Swords, I feel like what it's saying, just what I just said. that I may not hear that apology, right? I may not hear it in the way I want to hear it. And am I holding back a connection due to that? I absolutely am. I absolutely am. You can do whatever you want, but if I'm the person here, I got to release my attachment to how I want something to unfold for me. I feel like what I'm meant to do here is just release my attachment to it, like get the fuck out of my mind. Excuse my language. Release it. Because I expect things to happen in a certain way, and they don't. So that frustrates me. Well, then I end up manifesting through my frustration, and that frustrates me. I don't get anywhere doing that. Am I worried about them breaking my heart again? I absolutely am. Absolutely am. But should I make that the reason why I don't move forward? Well, that's personal choice. Personal choice. But here it's saying no. Not for this couple. Not for the people in my reading right now. I do not want you to stop. I want you to keep. I want you together. I want you together. It's where you're meant to be. Soul contract, perhaps. Can't fight it, right? I can't live with him. I can't live without him. That type of energy. Okay. Just going to see if anything else wants to come out. Keep an eye out for little birdies. I've seen them everywhere. Oh my. Okay. Wow. Okay. So I have the Tower. Right? The energy of destruction. No doubt. It feels terrible. Even if I cause this Tower for someone else, I still feel the effects of the Tower. It affects me. However, it's universal energy, so the universe agrees with you that, or the universe forces your hand here, right? You have the Death card. Could be Scorpio. Major Arcana. Both Major Arcanas, by the way. Death card is a clear ending. So I have two endings here. And I am wondering, well, let me get all the cards out. Then I have the Three of Swords, which is a repeating card. I have the Three of Wands, and I have the Four of Pentacles. So this is a different perspective. This is a different vision. This is you seeing love again through a different lens, right? The right lens. Very optimistic about it. Optimistic about it. Okay, so we know that's going to happen if I allow it. I got to say that because I'm not going to, keys to the kingdom come with some lessons attached, or the recognition of those lessons. That's what it is. It's the recognition. It's like the guard standing at the door. What's the password? And the password is the answer to every lesson you've had in that chapter. Next chapter. Just like Spirit said earlier, changing one's perspective. Well, here it is. That is changing one's perspective. And I kind of feel like, guys, that this is saying to me that the prior breakup, right, it would have happened no matter what. It would have happened no matter what. I'm learning that, was it a mistake? No, not a mistake. But, you go through your cycles. maybe you were meant to spark that connection, right? But you each had to do your own thing. Your own thing. You had to go, and you've gone different directions. So the two of you have gone different directions. I just want to say real quick, I feel like there's going to be a male asking a female to move in with him or to marry him, to share his home. I don't know why I keep saying his, but I'm kind of feeling that. I don't know that someone's going to say, will you marry me right away? I feel like, will you live with me? And I'll look at that. I'm going to look at that. But I have to tell you guys, this just feels to me like no matter what, it would have happened. Some of you, it could have been through Scorpio, right? But here's that pain attached. But guess what? So is the Three of Wands is attached to the Three of Swords now. Night and day energy again. Right? One, I'm deep and dark and in my pain. And the other, I'm looking ahead. I'm optimistic. I'm creating again. I feel I'm starting to allow myself to feel good again. And with that energy, just opens up a new path. I'm going to look at one thing here. I have the Empress and I have the Two of Swords. Wow. So we have the Emperor and the Empress on the board. That's a decision over that. I do feel like someone's going to ask you. They may even ask you to have their baby. Will you have my baby? Same energy up here. But this may be just in a different way, like showing us. There's always different ways it's going to happen, right? But it's giving us a general idea. Okay, one more time. By the way, I noticed that her swords are down. She's not touching her swords. They're down. Seven of Wands and Eight of Cups. You know, it just looks like somebody's in a defensive mode regarding their emotions. You know, someone's just still hanging on to the energy of the Tower. And is it a block? Well, clearly here. Yeah, is it a block? It's only a block in my ability to see. That's where the block comes in, but that's a major block. It's my ability to see. Eight of Pentacles. Alright, so I gotta start putting work into that. I gotta work on that right now. 8 and 8 again. Something about the 8 and 8 connected, the 88 connected in your reading. You may want to look up 88, the number 88. Because, you know, as above, so below. You know, I hate saying this, but I feel like what this is saying, I mean, why do I have to give the hard advice? Why can't another reader give that? You know, but here it is. One of the things I don't have to, but if I want to move into this energy, right, if I want the keys to the kingdom, one of the things is being suggested, well, probably a must, because again, I can't fit it through that keyhole. So I got to be able to drop everything. And what I have to work on is the energy of, I hate to say this, but it being the victim. Okay, I get it though. I get it. Don't get mad at me. I totally get it. But nonetheless, we do that. We play the victim. And playing the victim is the Eight of Swords, can be the Eight of Swords energy. Right? You broke my heart and I'm the victim. Well, how long does it take someone to recover? Truly. And I know you always feel that, right? But there's a need to see things very realistically. Why? Because there's the keys to the kingdom. I'm telling you guys, if there was ever a time to look at certain things like, okay, I got to look at this within me, because literally, what's stopping me from moving forward? Me. Me. Is this old love, new love? It doesn't matter. What it's showing is that there's love, right? It's showing that there is love that lies ahead. Even if you don't think there is, because what do you know, right? Unless you can see it, there's love. There's, let's say, potential of beautiful success through your creativity. I love that the Empress came out here. The most creative sign, right? It is about giving she's about rebirth, right? She's about taking these epiphanies and putting them into action. Thinking on them, working on them, not rushing, but putting the pieces together so that she can then give birth to her baby for the world to then celebrate, okay? So it's all there. It's all there. Over and over again, by the way. Four of Wands definitely represent what the connection is. To me, this is the highest. The Hierophant, who's carrying the keys. What's the Hierophant asked for? A higher calling, a higher being, a higher way of carrying myself, working with my spirituality, bringing it within my life, same as the world, merging everything together, all that who I am, all that who I am. And the connections just wait, they'll be there. They'll just be there. I have no doubt. That's all I can tell you. I love you guys so much. I hope you have a wonderful month of June. This is about taking on the full energy, and it is ultimately your decision. I hope you do it. I hope you take that adventure. I love you guys. Thank you for everything. Thank you for the wonderful support of my channel and of my work. Your comments just lift me so high. You guys are everything. And what it's doing is just allowing me to completely open up and completely be myself. I don't care what anybody says about my style. I am who I am, and I know that. And it's because of you. You've given me that confidence just to be me and open up these readings, right? And channel and bring it all to you as much as I can. So, thank you. Thank you so much. I will see you soon. Oh, I got to do the bowl. Alright, so I'm going to do the bowl and just go out with it. Release any tension. And so it is. So it is.